Good morning. I kind of today want to talk about a train of thought that was sparked by many other videos. So this is not a unique idea and I didn't come up with this, but I thought it is I can kind of share my thoughts about this. So the videos that I'm talking about, because I cannot pinpoint it to one creator, I've seen multiple videos about this topic, and the topic was why you don't need to buy a new phone. And I kind of want to, hitchhike, is that the word, hitchhike that topic and kind of give you my thoughts about it, and not specifically only about phones, but about tech and new purchases / investments in general. Because when I heard that or saw these videos from these multiple creators, it was about phones. And since I have been using the Fold 5, very, in air quotes, very old phone that in the tech kind of definition, because we are already at the Fold 7 and the Fold 8 is just about to be released. Fold 5 is 3 generations old and therefore obviously would be regarded an old phone. And therefore I feel like I can talk a lot about this kind of why you don't necessarily need a new phone, but I kind of want to only utilize this as an example and give a broader picture about this. The simple answer probably is tech nowadays is so good. It is amazingly good. And more specifically, these phones, since a couple of years ago, these phones have become so good. And even if your phone becomes sluggish, you only need to basically back up everything, factory reset, and then just reinstall everything fresh and just get your data back in, and you basically have a very good new phone. Yes, I know when you update the apps, there is a high potential your phone gets sluggish again, but usually a factory reset and then just reinstalling everything fresh solves a lot of the sluggishness that your phone might have become over the years. And for me personally, this somewhat underlines how powerful and how good these devices have become. Maybe you hear this, maybe you don't hear it, but my MacBook Pro, M3 Pro here on the side is currently running. And as you don't know, on Apple, we are already at the M5. The computer, my main editing workstation, is an M1. So M1 and M3, in the tech world, totally old machines, but they are so good, they're so powerful that I can still utilize both of these devices, especially in this argument, the M1 Max, the M1 Max. I'm doing professional film editing jobs. I'm currently editing a global campaign for this big company. I cannot tell you anything more. Where I went on set, I edited with the M3, now I'm back home, I'm editing on the M1. It works perfectly. I have no reason to upgrade. So again, the overarching argument is that all of this tech that we nowadays have is good enough. And there is actually, in my humble opinion, no need to upgrade. Yes, I could go to an M5 on my computers, but these are working perfectly well and I'm making money with these machines. So there's no reason for me to upgrade. And especially, and this is also something, that's why I'm just saying this, I'm making money with these. These are my work equipment. Yes, I could easily invest in a new computer and justify, not financially speaking, but from a business perspective, I could justify investing in a new computer, but these are working well. I don't need to. And this brings me to the private sector, especially with phones. So many times we're just kind of inclined to make believe that the devices that we have, that we just bought last year, are obsolete, are outdated. You see this new shiny iPhone, you see this new Samsung Galaxy phone, and you think to yourself, oh no, my phone is completely broken and old and doesn't work anymore. But one day ago, before you even saw the ad, everything was fine. And we are led to believe, or not belief, but this shiny carrot of temptation is put in front of us and makes us believe that we need to get this new thing. And what I found so interesting in these videos that I saw, and I totally agree with them, and there's something that I felt subconsciously, but it was cool to see someone putting it in words and really laying it out. Every time you buy a new device, no matter what it might be, a phone, a computer, or whatever, you get that, you unbox it, and you have this feeling, and then you install all of the apps, or you set up your computer the way you need it, and all of this takes maybe 1 or 2 days. And this excitement is, once you installed everything, especially with these tech devices, maybe a camera might be a little bit different, but with computers and phones, it's basically this thing. You install everything, you set it up basically the same way that you did with your old device, especially with work computers. I feel like when I get a new computer, I would always set it up the same way. So basically my workflow would not change. So essentially, especially with Apple products, it looks the same. Then you set it up the same way. And this in-love period where you have this ray and sunshine kind of glasses on is pretty much gone after a couple of days, because you set it up the same way like you did your computer previously, or especially the phone, it's the same thing. So in these videos, everyone was like, yeah, the excitement phase kind of dips down 1 day after you, or a week after you bought it. And it's so true. It's so true. You essentially don't buy a new item. You buy this dopamine kick, this excitement for a fraction of time in which you use it. So you basically use the phone in worst cases only 1 year. I'm in full 5. I'm using this for 3 years now, 4 years maybe. I even bought this used. And you get that maybe new item for a year, but the excitement phase is like only like 2 days, where you kind of unbox it, set it up, maybe you tweak a little bit, maybe a week, let's say a week, and then it's basically the same thing. So essentially, you don't need that. It's, if you make yourself aware of this fact that this excitement phase is so comparatively, fractionally small to the time that you're using it, it gives you, at least me, it gave me so much clarity that I don't need to buy that new thing. Especially if the thing that you already own is working perfectly well. There's no need to upgrade this as long as it's not broken. And that put such a new perspective and clarity on this buying new tech. Maybe this is only applicable to tech, but with many things, it might be not a one-to-one comparison. For example, I get it, with a gaming console, you get a little bit more FPS out of the games if it's better or whatnot. But it essentially is the same thing, because apparently you were able to play these games previously. Why doesn't your gaming station not work now? With a camera, same thing. Do you really need that new camera? Or was your camera actually always working quite well? Or more worse, are you even utilizing the camera to its full capabilities? But again, this might not work in every single case, but I feel like with computers, as long as you don't need to utilize them for work, and especially with Apple computers that always look the same and that have, since the M1 chip, been so good. And with phones, there's honestly, from my personal perspective, no reason to always upgrade. And I believe, especially in this economy, you need to ask yourself really hard, is this actually something that I need? Okay, I leave you with this. Again, I can only say maybe check out my long-term review of the Samsung Fold 5 up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here. That way we see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.